All right, here's my second attempt at testing the multilingual subtitles. 怎么样？我说的东西很快被翻译吧？不是翻译，变成字幕。看来是还是有点慢。但是我已经用最小的模型了，不能再快，而且我是用 GPU 不是 CPU。GPU 应该比 CPU 更快。Okay, so yes, multilingual. One more language to test. Kamu boleh faham apa yang saya sedang cakap ni ke? Tak boleh? Oh boleh. Boleh. Tapi mereka sangka saya sedang cakap bahasa Korean. Itu salah lah. Ni saya langsung tak tahu bagaimana nak cakap bahasa Korean. Okay, yeah, no. This is completely wrong. Saya rasa mungkin sebab cara saya cakap macam orang Cina, jadi mereka sangka saya cakap bahasa Korean. Yeah, the translation is just terrible. Korang faham apa yang saya cakap? Bahasa Malaysia, bukan bahasa Korean. It's terrible. Anyway, so multilingual is kind of terrible if I want to use the smallest model because, well, it's a very distilled model, right? A very small model. It runs fast, but the accuracy is completely shit. So there's that problem. There's a little problem. All right, so let's get to the game itself. So there's two kinds of stress tests going on here. I also want to stress test how. Well, I want to stress test whether the transcription, translation, all this. Not translation. There's no translation involved. There's such an option, but I didn't use it. So yeah, what I'm trying to check is if GPU can handle it without crashing the game. So that is what I'm curious about. So I'm gonna play a couple of hours. That's that. By the way, fan chat, fan chats. I love talking about my fans, and by that I mean my electric fan, not my viewers, because I have none. So when I talk about fans, I'm talking about an electric fan that I'm having issues with. So I've managed to not completely disassemble the fan, but I've managed to remove the motor cover. So I cut myself pretty deeply. I was bleeding all over the place last time when I tried to remove the fan blade. And I think the fan blade was just not designed to be user removable. Fine. Because most videos I've seen, like, they always remove the fan blades first. And I'm trying to follow the proper procedures, right? And well, since I can't remove the fan blade, I thought maybe I can just remove the fan motor cover, and then once it's well, I remove it together with the fan blade, So the fan blade can remove it, fine. It's not as if I intend to pull the shaft out of the fan motor cover. So it's fine. I'll take off the cover along with the fan blade at the same time. The parts that need to oil are, well, they're beneath the motor, and having the fan blade there, it's not as if it's gonna cause trouble. So yeah, I succeeded in removing the fan blade, along with the cover. Both of them are sort of stuck together, and then I managed to spray some WD-40 onto places that need oil. And so far, fingers crossed, so far I haven't had any issues, because previously I sprayed some oil and then the screeching stopped, but then it came back. And then today, I didn't disassemble the fan at first. I actually sprayed in areas that I thought needed some oil. I sprayed, and then okay, fine. You need oil there, I think. And I sprayed along the shaft. I sprayed along the dynamo. I was thinking, okay, that should be enough. But no, actually, it made things worse, because screeching sort of came back with a vengeance. So yeah, I definitely need to target the places where I inject the oil, basically. And yeah, that led to me disassembling, and then I spray it in the right places near the ball bearings. And hopefully this is a sort of a semi-permanent fix. Hopefully until my oil from China arrives, the bicycle chain oil. And that one's more permanent, slightly more permanent. WD-40 is a light mineral oil. It's definitely an oil, because yes, I can tell. Washing it isn't easy. I actually had to use a dishwasher to get rid of the oil. That, well, some of it will inevitably end up on my fingers, right? Because I'm just moving things around. So yeah, I don't know. It smells like oil. It feels like oil, and I have to use the dish soap. So dish soap is necessary, because it removes oil. Soap. Oh, okay. The transcription is kind of crappy, huh? I've tried to emphasize that I'm talking about dish soap, and the transcription never mentioned the word soap even once. Huh. Yeah, I just looked to the left, and then it's like, oh hey, this transcription is it's getting my words wrong. 怎么样？我说的故事精彩吗？好听吗？电风扇的故事我也能说几分钟啊。蛋疼啊，闲啊，没事做。So, yeah, the model is terrible. And I said 蛋疼，鸡蛋疼痛。So, I've already been warned that the tiny model is terrible. Like, you need small, medium-sized model for languages that are not English. So when I say, when someone is like, they have too much time on their hands, you usually say that, yeah, you're complaining that your balls are maybe hurting, or your balls are a little itchy. So it's like 蛋疼啊，太闲了，没其他事情干。Seems like the model is interpreting me to be speaking some kind of Romance language. As in languages descended from the Romans. I kind of appreciate the fact that, it's just that it's completely getting all my words wrong. Though I know sometimes I pronounce things incorrectly. That's fine, but this is just straight up not just incorrect pronunciation, but yeah, even if I enunciate something as clearly as possible, it's misguessing everything. 觉得有点失望，但是没办法。All right, let's get to the game. Let's get to the game. I just want to maybe play for an hour or two or something like that. The controller has turned off. Right, shadows. Manual save, okay. I want to confirm because sometimes I load back into the game to test some stuff, like test combat systems, test my controller. Fun stuff, basically. All kinds of fun stuff. Alright, this can be removed. I wanted to go there because I was hoping to find, not Yasuke. Who was it? Genojo. Right, I was hoping to find Genojo there and save him, and I think I did find him there. Oh yeah. Let's go back to fan chat. After putting the fan, after oiling it and putting it back together, a new sort of sound emerged. This very like annoying rattling. It doesn't sound like metal touching metal. It sounds like plastic. And then I sort of recall that when I open up the motor, I did find that one of the plastic things seems to be broken. It looks like some kind of zip tie, maybe bundling cables together somewhere. And that plastic bit sort of broke off. It's not my fault because there were other sort of zip tie like structures around, and those things weren't broken. It's only one of those plastic bits that were broken, plastic zip tie looking things. Okay. Yeah, it seems like after running the fan for about an hour or so, the annoying sound that I got after reassembling the fan is gone. So hopefully it stays that way. Maybe the plastic bit has mostly been ground down by the fact that the fan is spinning all the time, and it's basically sanding away the castle. The plastic bit, not the castle, just sanding it away. All right, let's do something. What exactly? I don't know. Because I feel like doing maybe like 1 or 2 hours, and then napping, and then waking up, then cooking, and then I'll decide what to do for the rest of my weekend. All right, I can't do this simply because it requires. Or maybe I can. It's been a while. So this clan crest thing is kind of like collecting the butterfly, right? Except collecting butterfly is exclusive to Naoe. I think it's exclusive to Naoe. I haven't tried to do that with Yasuke. And clan crest, I think it's all around. All of it is somewhere around Kyoto. So yeah, well, it's start of spring anyway, so swapping characters won't cause change in seasons. So yeah, Yasuke, you're up. I vaguely recall that there was a clan crest near some abandoned tower and couldn't get in as now it. Wait. Hand crests are kept in dedicated containers. Ah, fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped characters. Well. Harima is open to me now because my level's high now. And get a kata here, maybe you wander around to Harima. Wait, Todaiji. Why? Why haven't I finished this? Oh, it's in Yamato. The wheel turns. Oh, it's a Yasuke quest. Something related to Lady Oichi and Yasuke's need to slake his lust. Slake my thirst. Try to transcribe that. Slake. S-L-A-K-E. A B C D E F G H I K H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z or Z. No, not transcribing it at all, huh? Alright, alright. And my tongue still have issues, so part of the reason why I'm not exactly motivated to stream. Not just stream, but also like play video games in general. I don't know, like I've become so accustomed to talking into a mic while playing games that feels wrong if I just play AC without commentating on it. Maybe I can move away from the mic to test how good it is if I'm not so close to the mic. So I'm kind of hunching over the mic. That can be a problem. That's the other reason to move away from the mic. Minor controller issues, minor. A very rainy spring. This is sauce. Oh yeah, I have to proceed on food. Yasuke isn't the most nimble person around. Okay, so there is a path. There's a path that I could use to ride up to here. I really am feeling a little tired. Too little time has passed for me to declare the experiment a success. So,
身体は生の立ち方のまま動かず、されど心は意志で満たす。生の立ち方で敵をおびき寄せよ。そして打ち倒すのだ。来れよ、この技を学ぶがいい。
yeah, sure. I came all the way anyway, so teach me your secrets, Sensei. I wonder if using this in actual combat is powerful. If I manage to memorize everything and use it in actual combat, I can take down scores of enemies. Ah, fuck! That was on me, that was on me. Like I said, I'm not in the right state of mind to be playing this game. Okay, maybe I didn't mention it, but today, you know, I tried to get my stuff printed again. And it turns out that print shop is closed again, so I'm pretty sure the owners, they run a pretty big business, so they have a lot of clients and all that, you know. They don't like really cater to small fries like me. So the owners, I think, went on summer vacation. So I had to find another shop to do the printing, and well, the bloody shop upcharged me, you know, $2 for 2 pages, black and white. Nah, those are not the rates. Even the big shop charges lower rates than that, and I find the big shop to be rather expensive compared to what I usually get, you know, back in third world countries. So yeah, $2 for 2 pages, and then, fine, you know, fine. I paid it because it's a one-time thing. Buying my own black and white laser printer cost me way more. Anyway, the next step I took was to, you know, to try and mail this stuff. And then turns out that the post office that I went to did not have the specific type of envelope I need to mail my important documents. And then I had to go to another post office. Yeah, because all these post offices are in pharmacies, because apparently, you know, capitalist country, right? So it's stuff like, yeah, you know, this valuable space would be better if it's taken up by some anchor tenant. They'll pay the rent on the land instead of you know, all this prime real estate being taken up by public service like postal service. So yes, you know, this post office inside a pharmacy. It's better than not having a post office, but it still sucks. Still sucks because yeah, it all depends on who's running these, like, it's not quite post office. They're more like tiny kiosks. And yeah, one of these kiosks don't have the necessary envelopes. I actually had to walk all the way, like another 20 minutes in the sweltering heat. Today was supposed to be cooler, but still, it's extremely hot. And I had to, yeah, I had to do all that under the heat and get my stuff mailed and tracked. Fun stuff, very fun. Kabukimono. Okay, so I'm ready to take on the Kabukimono, but because they're like level 32 and I'm level 34, so there's that. Or I don't know. Slowly make my way down south. Probably. I don't think I can climb the mountain, crest over the mountain to reach this destination. It's another hilly location. But no, these are waterfalls, and I don't think there's a path from here to here to here to here to here. No. Oh, okay. Never say never, right? Let me try to actually examine the path. So there's that guy. Okay, maybe there is. Maybe there is. There is a path. Oh, come on, that's... Yeah. Tall guy like you, a big guy like you, should be able to clamber up it easily. And it's a dead end, yeah. Okay, fine. I mean, I can climb. Just because I can climb doesn't mean that there is a path through. Even my horse doesn't want to spawn in this area. It's just too tight. Fuck! Can't even maneuver my horse. Maneuver. Okay, so transcription doesn't like it when I say single words like maneuver. Because I said maneuver and doesn't like that, so okay. Let me try to say it as maneuver. Spelling this off, but good job. I guess maneuver also happens to be someone's name, that's why it's transcribed in this weird way. Capitalize. Back in Kyoto. Great. Well, it's been a while since I've murdered people. So hey, hello. Hi. Alright, block. Oh, my timing was tight. No, it was just crap. 7 rations. Oh man, I'm used to 6, but I've reached a stage where I can carry 7 around. It also means that threat from the enemies have grown to the point where the game expects me to require all 7 rations when I'm fighting someone powerful. Now, every once in a while I glance at the transcriptions that are being written, and it's all just terrible. And these guys don't have tempo shots, huh? Yeah, I'm down to my last tempo shot. I still have some other non-standard shots. Wait, another fucking cam? Hi. Two guys. And they're all dead now. It's very common for the game to just have cams back to back. Because I had the exact same complaint not too long ago where I say, oh hey, I just cleared a cam and then another cam just parked itself right next door to the cam I cleared. But it didn't just park itself, it was there all along. But yeah, okay, I kind of get why, because reading online, I've seen a lot of people complain about there being a dearth of things to do in between, you know, waypoints. So people are saying, like, why aren't there more samurais hanging around that I can kill? Why aren't there more camps that I can do? All that fun stuff. Now personally, I think they'll make medieval Japan a little too populated for my taste. But yeah, I get why. So a lot of people just, they do want to experience So from that fight, some of that was my fault, some of that was just the game being an asshole. Like, I'm pretty sure I dodged correctly, but sometimes I did not press dodge and instead press block. Those times, yes, my fault, totally my fault. Won't deny that. But oh, wait. Oh, I've re-cleared this one. Shit. Where the fuck out? Oh, right. Would be helpful if the game just showed me a yellow icon for the viewpoint. Tell me that I've actually been through here and I've cleared it. Alright, so proper way is to, you know, go all this way around, but I'm gonna cut through here. Hopefully not lose my way. No treasure. I know some civilian out there needs my help, but if I'm being rational, I don't need to help them because they're all randomly generated. And I'm full of scouts, so I don't need more scouts right now. So the other test I'm doing, basically I'm doing a lot of tests today, not just transcription and its GPU load, but also the fact that I have the giant fan that I just fixed, pointed at me at quite some distance, but you know, still close enough to transfer a constant stream of breeze. Not the coolest breeze because the room itself is hot, but yeah, some breeze blowing in my face. Because, yeah, on the opposite side of the fence, not opposite, but you know, the fence wind direction is actually terrible. No, not terrible. It's actually okay. So let me put it this way: there's my PC case is blowing hot air right to my face, and opposite the PC case it's in the opposite direction, but you know some distance away. But yes, opposite it, there's a giant fan that's blowing air. It's keeping me somewhat cool. Okay, so the game hasn't crashed yet, and I've been streaming for half an hour, but half an hour is too short. Last time I tried this shit and it crashed around like 3 hours, so I need to do longer tests. Unfortunately, I don't know, I'm just not terribly motivated today to do much. In fact, I might even take a nap. It's not just playing games, like anything productive, anything non-productive, I don't feel like today. I probably need some food in me. I think so. Yeah, it could be that. Not enough food and energy levels are low. Or I need more caffeine. That's the other possible thing that I need. Okay, so I've been shown a statue of some kind of Buddhist saint. I guess what do you call? It's not saints. Sanctuary privé. So that's French. Okay, what do you call it? What do you call these Buddhist figurines? Like, I don't know. Okay, the most famous one is Guan Yin. So Bodhisattvas. I think it's called Bodhisattvas, right? And people are saying it's goddess. Bodhisattva. Yeah. Is a person who has Bodhisattva is a person who has attained or is striving towards Bodhi, awakening, enlightenment, or Buddhahood. Oh my god, I just realized, thanks to the terrible discourse going around online and in English, the Anglosphere, there, people are being called woke, right? So basically, people who are woke are actually bodhisattvas. Yes, they have attained Bodhi, they have attained awakening, enlightenment, Buddhahood. Guan Yin is also body, is also a bodhisattva. Let me try reading an entry from the Chinese Wikipedia. 在汉传佛教中，观音记阿婆悟记一舍婆罗阿婆 it's a mouthful. It's meant to be Sanskrit, transcribed into Chinese, and that's why it's just a mess.《大悲心陀罗尼经》中既有提及，在中国对观世音菩萨的崇拜可追至公元前1世纪。观音菩萨 Wow, the transcription is just shit, or my pronunciation is just all kinds of fucked up, I guess. I'm gonna vote for shit because even the developers of Whisper. So the LLM, not quite LLM, but it's an automatic speech recognition, but it's still, you know, a large language model in the sense that architecture is very similar. And they have mentioned that this particular model kind of sucks when it comes to East Asian languages unless I use a bigger model. But you know, if I use a bigger model, I can look at the GPU usage and yeah, no, it's terrible. GPU usage is terrible at the cost of slightly better performance. It's not marginal. There is indeed improved performance, but not the best. Anyway, Mount Atago, northwest of Kyoto. The mount itself, Atago itself, became a deity intended to prevent calamities entering Kyoto from the northwest. It was particularly revered as a deity meant to prevent fires and theft. Yeah, you do need a deity to prevent fires, man. Like, seriously. Considering how often temples burn down. Just ridiculously often. Oh, so Bodhisattva is mentioned. Atago Gongen was believed to be an incarnation of Shogun Jizo, or the how do you even pronounce that word? Kishitigaba Bodhisattva of the victorious army in Buddhist beliefs. Buddhist beliefs. And as you guys transcribing to put these leaves. Yeah, prior to Honnoji incident in 1582, Akichi Mitsuhide visited Atago's shrine, presumably to pray for victory, which gave rise to a popular tale. It is said that Mitsuhide drew lots 3 times to decide whether to attack Oda Nobunaga. The following day, he held a Renga meeting at the shrine and made his intentions clear by starting the event with a poem expressing his desire for absolute power. Absolute power, unlimited power. And this is straight up from Star Wars. Okay, so if I start talking about, so these models are trained from data sets, right? So pop culture shit, it's particularly good at, especially it's like American pop culture shit. I start talking about Star Wars. This model has 0 issues transcribing all that because it knows. It knows what nerds like to talk about. Star Wars, Game of Thrones, all that bullshit. Oh. There's a katana here. Too bad I can't just steal it. Let me try. Daenerys Targaryen. Mother of Dragons. Okay. Now the AI is refusing to cooperate and it doesn't want to transcribe my stuff. It knows that, man. I'm sort of chiding it. My intentions are pure. My intentions are good. You know, it's gentle chiding. My intentions are good. It's gentle chiding. Chide. C-H-I-D-I-N-G. Model is just like stuck. Stuck, not stuff. Stuck. So I've been toying with the idea that maybe I can, you know, on some days I can just choose to use the subtitles and turn off my voice because I don't like sound my voice that day. Something like that. That's not gonna happen if the transcription is ass, like straight up ass, just terrible. I have a feeling this is a castle. I'm gonna drop by, check things out anyway, and run away. If well, not if, it will prove too hard for me to conquer if it's a castle. Yeah, it's a fucking castle. And from here I can see it. It's definitely a castle. Oh. There you are, horsey. Horsey, horsey. My little pony. Cute little pony. So when I start speaking non-standard words, they're assuming I'm speaking another language, which could be true. I mean, you know, if you use enough like incomprehensible internet language, you're essentially speaking another language. Wait, is this someone I should be murdering here? Right. This is Kameyama. Now that name does sound slightly familiar. It couldn't be the pirates. Pirates are all away at Wakasa. Hamba. Alright. Alright. The mystery deepens. Oh.
そこの方、わしの頼みを聞いてくれんか。
My ears are open.
武士のごとき身のこなし、そなた力を貸してはくれんか。
それがしにできることならば話を聞こう。
実は南蛮の犬どもがこの地で略奪を働くだけでは飽き足らず、武器をばらまいておるのじゃ。
間違った者の手に渡れば鉄砲は危険だ。
Not just Portuguese, most Europeans do that. That's why they're colonizers.
今々しい武器じゃ。野蛮な武器で農民を脅か
They're
す
dissing
奴らを
arquebuses right when I'm carrying one
平
that's...
和するぞ。たっぷりとな。
平穏こそが礼となる。民に武器を向けるような輩はそれがしが始末しよう。
It's a little on the nose, but well... Guess what? Oh. I try to think of it as delicious irony, right? Using guns to kill people. Who use guns to kill people? Teppo wielders. Okay, so it's not a specific list of people. It's just anyone who carries Teppo. If I kill them, it counts towards the objective. But this thing has a tiny knife. Maybe it wasn't intended to be a knife. No. I guess it counts as the first time a bayonet has appeared on a firearm. Oh, food. Huh? I still haven't met the person who's supposed to give me a quest for sampling all the food around the different provinces. Sekihan. Han will be rice. Seki, I don't know what seki is. Could mean red, as in red beans. Chugga 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 chugga. Yeah. I was thinking that maybe I should, go out through a door instead of just climbing fences like some kind of suspicious person. Nah. I attract plenty of attention already, so me climbing fences would fit into my persona as this weird Nambanjin that runs around doing weird shit and breaking all kinds of Japanese social mores. M-O-R-E-S, mores. It is terrible. Have I whined about the transcription enough yet? No, I'm not done with whining. This stream is dedicated to testing these transcription services, right? So, be prepared for more whining. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch it to. Okay, I'm using a tiny model, and then it goes up to small and then medium. I only have the medium model downloaded, so. From tiny, I'm gonna go up to medium model. I want to see if the game can actually run smoothly. It's not just a game, but the transcription as well. It might not be smooth because I'm using a large model, and my GPU is already taxed a fair amount. So let me try to find the filter. What? Okay, it's here. So whisper tiny. Let's go to whisper medium Q5. Alright, now's the moment of truth. Is anything still... Okay, stuff is still being transcribed. Yeah, I look at the GPU usage. Let's see. So AC Shadows using 65% of GPU. OBS Studio using like 33%. Yeah, it jumps up and down, but 60%, 30%. It seems like an even spread, with Firefox using 10%. Because I have videos playing in Firefox. Oh, whoa, whoa. The game is running in slow-mo. Yeah, you can tell. So, even if I think the GPU is capable of handling it, no, it's not. Just look at the way Yasuke is moving now. It's just, it's being stressed. The GPU is being stressed a little too much. Yeah, it looks like he's moving in slow-mo because There's only so much frame gen can do to hide the fact that the game is running below 60 FPS. So I'm gonna get into a little fight here. I want to see if performance is so terrible that I can barely engage in combat. Yeah, the other thing I can do, I guess, is to buy a better GPU, right? That would require that I have money. Okay, I can still take care of business. I can still fight. I mean, the mistime parry is on me, not on the game itself.
最近変わったことはあったか
If I look at GPU usage, it's still like 75%. It's not maxing things out. It's not 100%. But I think, yeah, the thing is, when it comes to ray tracing, CUDA cores are being used. This game uses ray tracing, and CUDA cores are also used by the translation service. So both are taxed at the same time, and it's just not good. Like 30 series is the first, not the first to introduce ray tracing. That would be the 20 series, but the 30 series are the first to make ray tracing sort of performant. But still, you know, with the advent of the 40 and 50 series, it shows that 30 series, yes, it made ray tracing achievable, tolerable, but it's left in the dust by the newer models. So yeah, I think I should just swap back to the slower. Yeah, okay, I just noticed the transcription has pretty much frozen because yeah, the model is too big for the GPU. Okay, it's still going. The transcription is still going, but it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. So yeah, I won't be using transcription, I guess, in my future streams, definitely. But this little experiment has been insightful. So if you want to know the size difference, right? Medium, Whisper Medium Q5, quantized 5, so it's compacted fair amount. It's 514 megabytes, 514, and the tiny model is 31 megabytes, so it's roughly 20 times smaller than the medium model. Tiny model is also Q5, so it's also been severely compacted. Well, okay. Switching from a larger model to a smaller model, it doesn't cause OBS to hang. It doesn't cause it to freeze up. Transcription is still slow. Still slow. Still. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna run around doing some very random shit and then call it. Call it. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, so things seem acceptable. Okay. Okay, the transcription service has no trouble identifying the word okay. Okay. What is that all the way down south? Yeah, so the game remains responsive if I'm using like the 1MB model. If I squint, yes, definitely seems like Yasuke is not performing as smoothly as I'm used to without the transcription service running. Still plenty. Wait. This place has I've just ate some red beans and now there's another place with food, huh? Kamiyama must be some kind of food mecca.
羊羹をお安くしとくよ。今日だけだ。
Yokan, quest item. What is Yokan? I missed the conversation. Simple rice, sometimes the simplest things in life can fill the stomach. And so, sekihan, rice with red beans, fragrant and nutritious because the beans actually has slightly more protein than regular rice. Yokan, made with red beans. This sweet treat is a delight to all. Okay, so this province is just all about red beans. Red beans over rice, red bean snacks. I've never been a fan of red beans. Like, you know, Chinese 桶水 would be 糖水. Right. So, you know, red bean, I think with some honey added or some sugar added. Yeah, not exactly my thing. Oh, okay. So one thing I noticed about my fan. So, whenever so power supply is inconsistent, right? It's not just with this particular fan, but in other parts of the house, I've seen like certain electrical appliances sort of lose their power, so to speak. You know, things that are supposed to heat up the room or heat up the wok that I'm cooking with, like they sort of lose their heat because the power supply is so inconsistent. Anyway, the fan sort of lost some RPM, some revolutions per minute, because I think it's because the power supply is, the power outlet's not just supplying enough power. Now usually that would lead to the fan screeching, because you know, to prevent screeches you need high revolutions, high number of revolutions per minute. And just now when it slowed down, I didn't hear any screeching. I'm gonna take that as a win. Alright, I'm almost up to 1 hour. So I'm gonna turn off transcription for now, for the foreseeable future, until I happen to stumble across a giant GPU for very, very low prices. But until then, yeah, no transcription. What I will do is I'll try to check something off the list today for this particular stream, just for this particular stream. Close it out. Oh nice, it's one of these mountain passes, natural rock formation where it seems they're passing through a giant gate hewn by the, I don't know, giants of old. Men used to be 70 meters tall, and then they built these tiny little gates. Used as, well, you know, the 70 meters tall, right? So that's how a gate would be tiny for people who are 70 meters tall. Right. These motherfuckers better have Teppo. Oh, they have Teppo shots. No, that's ration. Those are rations. I just want to see how ridiculous the stealth system can get, that's all. It is possible. It is possible. Just circle the camp. Just sort of like disappear and then... Yeah. Murder these fuckers. Yeah, rush towards me when I'm in my battle jutsu mode. Dumbass. When the game goes crazy with the base, especially in these like, oh hey, you know, you're infiltrating an enemy base, things are tense. No, you listen to it. You listen to it on your IEMs, and man, it's a whole other feeling. It's a whole other feeling. Even when turned down, actually, even when turned down to it. Yeah, no, I prefer it turn up, even if it means shorter battery life. Eh. Oh, technically I've completed something even though it was a random cam. Thing is, I have no reason to be in Harima right now. So that's the other problem. Maybe I should, yeah. I should switch to Naoe. Naoe herself doesn't have any quests, does she? No, wait. Wait. I mean Yasuke. No, Yasuke doesn't have any personal quests. Naoe, however, does need to meet Tokugawa. And, well, before I trigger any season changes, switch characters. A new outfit could be put on, but no new outfit. Nothing better than the current one I have right now. That's considerable distance, so I'm gonna leave it up for next time I load up this game. I just say this was something of a test, so I've done my tests. I'm satisfied. Not satisfied with performance, but you know, it's good to know that it's possible to still run Assassin's Creed at acceptable frame rates while using some kind of neural network model running on CUDA on my NVIDIA GPU. So long as the model is tiny, like 30 megabytes. I've been here before. The loot is not worth the trouble trying to, you know, run into the camp and assassinating everyone. Shinobi, no loot, fuck off. I have a feeling there's some at some point I'm gonna get a mission to kill all the shinobis, and then I'm, like, not kill all the shinobis, but I must hit a certain quota, like 100 shinobis killed, and then I'm gonna be aggressively hunting them down. But for now, I have no quarrel with them. They leave me alone, and I will leave them alone. Peace, I say, peace. Definitely a bamboo forest. Not just bamboo, of course. General forest, but a lot of green. Good. And there's nothing here. Why would the game tempt me to... Oh, I think it leads to this Kujikiri spot that I've been to. One thing I regret not being able to test is playing the game for a longer period of time, because that would generate more heat, and I want to test how good the cooling solution is. My human body cooling solution. My PC fan is cooling the PC admirably because it's dumping a shit ton of heat into the room, which I, as a human being, will have to absorb. But other than that, there's also another thing I need to consider, right? Cooling myself off, sure. Keeping the PC from overheating, it's good, it's awesome, it's wonderful. But I can't do much if I'm overheating. Yeah, alright. The ride will be a long one. I keep yapping and keep playing, and then I'm gonna end up feeling uncomfortable. So I don't feel like it. I am ending it now. But I've collected enough data for my tests, so it was a successful stream as far as I'm concerned, because the objectives that I set up for myself have been accomplished. Oh right, stream man. I felt something was off. Okay, bye.